Hi, I'm George, W5JDX with Ham College tonight.
I'm Tommy, M50 Amateur Logic.
I'm neither George nor Tommy. I'm Ray Novak, N9JA with Icom America.
And we're here tonight to look at a brand new radio. It's the IC-7760. For those of you who have an IC-7700, you're going to be right at home with this.
Yeah.
At a fraction of the size.
A fraction of the size.
So we normally do a shootout with them side by side.
Yeah.
I don't think the table will hold both of them.
No, the table won't, because I think what the 7700's over 50 pounds, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
It felt like it when I put it in the rack, and it hadn't moved since.
Well, that is one positive thing. It hasn't moved since, so it means you haven't moved it out of the way. So
True.
The body of the 7760 is mounted in the rack, and Ray, I hurt myself putting it in. I can't get it out. So looks like this one might be coming back home with me.
Well, you can't see the chain on the other side of it over there. But, yeah, it's wow, a super nice radio. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the 7700. I've had it for a number of years now. Comfortable with it. I know where just about everything is. Everything I use, I know where it is. This radio, it's got everything that 7700 has.
7700 got dual waterfalls?
No, it's only got one receiver. So that's a plus for the 7760.
What's going to be funny to watch, Tommy, is when he goes over there to operate the 7700 and he starts poking the glass to change bands.
Yep.
Because that was one of the things when we introduced the 7300 with the touch screen, and then when we had the 7610 in there, and we still had the 7851. 7851, every couple of hours we would have to go clean the screen from everybody trying to punch it.
Yeah, I don't have a touchscreen HF rig, but I have used the 7300, a few times. And I was able just to sit down and start using this. There was no learning curve because it's touchscreen. It's just intuitive.
And I think you said you took it to work with you?
I did, just this part. I didn't take the body. And worked right through the network over the internet. Was able to get back into the body over here, make QSOs from right there. You know no difference.
Throw it in the backpack, sneak it in.
Yeah.
Make friends with the IT guy, get a few passwords, and boom, you're off and running.
Yep, you are. I've taken it to a couple of different locations, see if I could get back in. And I could. Now, it's not just plug and play. If you take it out over the internet, you're going to have to do some configuring, and we're going to have a separate video that shows the more popular configurations on how you do that. If you're just going to use it on your local LAN here, it's a no-brainer. All you do is just plug it into your network and it works. You don't have to set anything in the radio.
Well, that is the one thing, though, so people are watching this. Don't put the body at home and then take off with the head and expecting it to work right away. You got to pair the head to the body first.
You're not going anywhere if you don't do that.
So before, and I know a few clubs that will have the body at this club station attached to all their Yagis on the tower. And we've talked to a few clubs that have asked about buying some of what we call the RC-7760, which is a remote head. And the one thing that they've got to do is they've got to pair the head to the body before they go and try to do remote.
They've got to be in the same room at some point and plugged together.
Yes, sir.
Only one of them can connect to the body at a time.
Well, they all can be connected to it, but only one powered on and controlling it. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think, I haven't tested it, but in the laboratory we've tested it with up to 5 control heads.
Okay.
So you're going to, and this is one of the funny things with it. I can see a club with a bunch of DXers.
Oh yeah, and everybody's going to be fighting for it.
That rare one comes online. Who gets the radio first?
Yep. We're out in the shack. I've taken the head into the house and operated from in there. It's on the same network here, so it really didn't take any extra configuration. I plugged the head into a portable travel router that's got Wi-Fi in it, and then you can use the thing over Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not built into it. You just hook it to a Wi-Fi capable device.
So when you go to dinner and everybody is on their phone, you could actually be on your radio.
Yes, you could.
I mean, that changes the whole conversation at dinner. George, put that radio away.
Well, yeah. And imagine your next vacation when you're driving down the road, since this will run off 12 volts. If you've got good enough internet.
No, honey, you know what? I don't want to drive. You can drive to the coast.
And I'm sure the wife would love listening to this over the music on the radio anyway.
They do every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the nice things about it. You can connect headphones to it.
Yes.
The guys really love when I show a new radio with you and Tommy, because we take the time to cover as much as we can. Mm-hmm. And it's usually, because you guys get on the air, it's usually things that people pay attention to. People want to know about.
Yeah. Yeah, because we just want to start using it. And that's pretty much what everybody's going to want to do. If you want to dig a little deeper, there's a lot more underneath there.
So as we start, we're going to start on this side, a multi-button just like on the 7300. You've got your selections for mic gain. Wow, that's really driving the mic pretty high.
Well, that for the headset that I showed you earlier.
Okay, so you need to have it at 11, huh?
Yes. The guy said you sounded great when we
yeah, he did. He did. So we were driving it, so.
Yeah.
Again, there's as Bob Howe would always say, there's nothing wrong with running it at full scale. It's not that it's going to break something.
Now, there's a limiter built in.
Yep. Then you got your compression, your DIGI-SEL, and it's turned on. Turn it on and off right here. And you can actually hear it. Now, one of the other things, and this is a huge difference even against the 7610. Your 7700, 7800, 7850, 7851, and 7610 all have the DIGI-SEL. Just like this radio. This is the first one that you can run DIGI-SEL and the preamp simultaneously.
Okay.
All the other ones, when you turn DIGI-SEL on, it would turn the preamps off.
Now, I'm going to say that mult button, that's going to be something I didn't have on the 7700 that is really handy.
Yes.
And get you through all of these settings a lot quicker.
And while I've seen a few others try to copy what we do with the multi-button, it's a smart menu system.
No, yeah, it always knows where you're at.
So right now we're in sideband, mic gains on here. We come out of it. I know the frequency is not going to be the right thing for CW. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to show we've got key speed now, CW pitch, and then side tone.
Yep.
So it knows what mode you're in and makes the proper adjustments for that.
Yep.
Instead of a huge laundry list of things to go through. Then below you've got your change for your main and your subband. That also changes the position of the scopes.
Nice.
Yep.
Your dual watch on and off. And you can see when it's off, the subreceiver goes away.
Yep.
And then your split. And that would be a very interesting split to be running right now.
It would. There wouldn't be many folks that would probably follow you.
Yep, and you'd be sitting there calling CQ, 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 and not hear anybody come back to you.
Yeah. Down 7100.
There you go. I'm glad you're sharp on the math tonight.
I'm not probably close, but I'm just guessing.
Twin passband tuning, and what I'll do is I will push and hold a filter so you can see what's going on with the twin passband tuning. You've got that on your 7700.
I've got it on my 7000. All the late model Icom radios have this, don't they?
Yes, sir.
That is a game changer.
So you can select either sharp or soft, set your defaults for it. So that's pretty much the same. No need to take that out. Push and hold it, and it resets it.
if you're in a contest or field day or something, you're really going to want to use that.
Oh yeah, makes a huge difference.
And again, your filters 1, 2, and 3 for your defaults. RIT, Delta Transmit, and then your clear. The clear you can set up for a single push clear.
Okay.
That way the contesters, they're chasing a signal, they're up 5, they make the adjustment with the RIT. They can quickly clear it back out and go back to the run frequency. So then we have the secondary display.
Yes.
We've seen this before. We can select what we want. We can even do it for multifunction.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to me. I like that.
You can change what you're showing on the sub-display. You can even change bands on your main one. Or quickly jump through your memory pad here. So you're testing to see what local AM broadcast stations are around here.
Oh, yes. Of course, this is nighttime, so you're getting everybody in the region.
So you could do some DX on the broadcast stations.
Oh, and it's a really good sounding AM receiver, too.
A dial lock as well as a speech.
414.333 megahertz USB.
There again, if you're running split, you can make a quick adjustment with the XFC. Auto tune for CW mode.
Yeah.
So let's jump down here. Right there, George. That's one big difference with the triple band stack registers.
Okay.
And a few people have made the comment, well, you lost that in the 7610. No, you push and hold the megahertz. There's your last 3.
I did not know that was there.
That we can go there. And now we'll dial over. What is it with these guys sending CW? As soon as I tune over to it, it goes away.
They're waiting for your reply.
So right now, I just used it to dial right in on that.
Oh, nice.
And that puts it at 800 hertz.
Yes, sir.
Audio tone.
Or 600.
600. Okay.
Now, I know some guys that like it around 400. Now that's like your 7700 with the triple band stack registers. I go over here to the sub screen, and we were on the S meter. There's your audio scope.
Right.
And then I come over here to my band select.
Okay, and that does the band stacking registers.
Yes. Or
Okay. Or that. So I did not know that.
Já foi, Carol. Deixa eu virar a antena lá pro Paulo, então. 1, 2, 3. Vamos aí, Paulo.
Have you got a filter on there for that?
no, sir, I don't.
Okay.
No auto translate yet.
Pouca diferença, né? Na realidade, a antena pro Carol e pro Paulo é...
I caught that. That was in English. That was dodgy antennas, what I just heard.
Como é que tá isso aí? Aquilo...
At any time, you can sit
Yep.
there and you can mute the band. You got that on your 7700?
No.
Your antennas. You can go to receive only antenna.
Yep.
So every time you come back to antenna 1, it's receive only. Your preamp 1 and 2. Attenuator. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can do both attenuation and preamp together. And there are some interesting situations where you will do that.
Yeah. And I have done that on the 7700, and under certain conditions, it'll allow you to pull them out.
You got your IP on and off, your selection on your AGC, you push and hold it. You can then come in here and dial in whatever you want. All the way counterclockwise will turn off your AGC. If you forget whatever the default setting was, push and hold it and it'll take it back to you. And then for your digital modes, your quarter turn on or off, that greatly slows down your revolution.
So how did you get there now? Okay.
Quarter turn.
Quarter turn on and off. And that's because we're in CW mode. When
Okay.
you're in sideband, it's compression.
Okay.
So the radio remembers what you last had your AGC on, as well as your settings for the particular mode that you're in. And I can see for somebody who's never had the smart menu system like that to get confused when you're looking for something. And we've had customers go to the appropriate mode.
Yeah. I saw it. It was there earlier.
Exactly. Then across the bottom, your menu, your function, your mini scope. Instead of it going to a mini scope, if you push and hold it, it will go to your large scope. Your quick menu, and then your exit, and then you record and play if you have an SD card in it to record your voice recorder. Well, as we've covered probably 3/4 of this radio, Tommy, how much of it feels familiar to your 705?
A lot of it.
Or when you played around with your the 7300?
It's very familiar. The interface is pretty much the same. I mean, this is a little bit, got a few more options on it, but it all basically works the same.
You think you'd have enough of a knowledge to sit in front of it for the first time and getting into trouble?
Good trouble or bad trouble?
You hear a call, be able to call back to them?
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all.
I mean, your noise blanker, your noise reduction here, you've got your main and your sub, and you can mute both of them. Now, because you've only got one receiver on your 7700, this is something that came in with the 7610, 7850.
Yeah.
I don't remember the 7800 having main and sub in the left and right. But on this, the main speaker, you can have it where it's mixed in the main speaker.
You can go stereo.
You can go stereo with the headphones. I mean, in this one, your main and your sub on the speakers on the top. Now this is new. You can have a different sound tone for your sub.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can play Pong.
Yeah.
Your APF is for CW, your TPF is for RTTY, your twin pass filtering. The APF, let's go down here to CW. So what you can do, this is in the wide configuration. What you can do is if you're in a contest, you can sit there and pick out different CW signals without changing your frequency at all. Completely take it out and listen to a different signal that's close by. And then if you need to add a little bit of gain to it, you can go all the way up to 6 dB of gain.
Okay.
That's pretty crazy. You 7700 got that?
I think it does, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
But it does not have the APF gain. So that's pretty much everything on the front, other than the headphone jack, the microphone jack are standard 8 pins. We talked about the antenna tuner. There's one internal for 200 watts, or the external. Of course, your transmit button, and then your power button. This can also be configured for standby. Your DC input, external speaker A and B, line in and out, your send, electronic key. And that's one of the things that some of the other remote radio heads cannot do. So where you can plug a CW key into it and do it remote.
Cool.
External keypad, or your digital voice recorder, as well as your CW memory keyer. You can build your own unit to do there. USB-B, USB-A.
Two of them.
Two of them. So a USB keyboard, a mouse.
And I actually used a mouse on it during field day.
You can connect an RC28 to it. So if you wanted a VFO knob for your main and your sub,
Yeah.
the RC28 would be your sub band. It could also be your push to talk and 2 programmable buttons on the front.
So the USB-B to hook it up to like shows up like an audio device on your computer. So if you want to run FT8 or whatever, you use that to control it.
Yes. And then a DVI-D video output.
And you can plug an adapter on there and plug in a HDMI display if you want.
Yes, sir. Works very well like that.
Mm-hmm. And you can see the two speakers on top here. Those, they're small speakers, but they sound great.
They really do sound good.
Yeah.
You can use one of those USBs to save profiles. So if you come over and operate some, you can save it on your USB drive.
Or if I sneak this head back with me when I come over here from doing an amateur logic, sometime I take the head on.
Yeah, or you can get your own head.
Yeah.
Slap it to it. When you retire, you can use his radio and he won't even know it.
Hey, I like the thoughts of that.
And that's a lot less expensive than going out and buying a whole new radio.
There you go. I'm all about that.
Go ahead and power up, George.
We have light. Blue light. It's a pretty good sized chassis though. Is it bigger or smaller than the 7700?
It's smaller than the 7700.
Widthwise though, it's the same, isn't it?
Widthwise, it's the same. I think the 7700's deeper though.
Would that be 19 inches? Is that a 19 inch
Yes,
rack?
just under 19.
It'll fit in a 19-inch rack anyway.
Get with a shelf, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that'll look beautiful over in that rack, George.
You know, it would look sweet over there.
It would look good with PW2 underneath it.
That would look good too.
Along the back here, we'll start out your power on-off switch, your AC power input.
Because you don't have a 12-volt input on a 200-watt rig.
No, sir, you don't. So the power supply is built in. You can easily see through the back of it, two fans back here to help keep it cool. Reset button for resetting the RF deck. A USB 3 jack for your IQ output. Accessory 1 and 2. Your SEN and ALC for an amplifier. A CW key if you want to use the back of the radio instead of the back of the head. Another remote for your digital voice keyer and your CW memory keyer. And this was where it gets different. George, you've got it connected into your LAN because
Yes.
you're using your network here. But if you were not using the network, you were just using the RF deck in the head, then you would plug it into the controller slot here.
Yes, and the rig comes with a special cable for that. I think it's a shielded Cat 6. It's a really heavy-duty cable.
Okay.
But it's the same connector? It's the same?
It's a
network cable?
RJ45
Okay.
cable. I'm sure you could do it with this too, but the manual said use the included cable.
Right.
But never plug anything into the controller but the controller.
That's correct.
And if you get a second head, Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to have to plug it into the controller for it to be paired with the RF deck.
I believe that's correct. Then we were talking earlier about the external antenna tuner. That's the connection here that we were referencing. Speaking of referencing, you got a 10 megahertz reference in. If you want to have extra filtering or a receive antenna without tying up one of your antenna ports, this is your receive antenna I/O.
And I have actually used that on the 7700 before, where I had a second antenna just for receiving that didn't have noise on it, but it was not capable of taking a transmitter.
Yeah, a lot of your magnetic loops will be that way. Beverage antennas, things like that. You've got a transverter I/O here, and then, as we mentioned, 4 antenna jacks that you can configure through the front panel of the radio for different antennas.
Yeah, I think you can. I don't think we went through it in the menus earlier, but you can actually configure which bands
Yes.
go to which antenna jack, right?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, your antenna memories, you can write to them and have it programmed so as you're changing bands, it will change antennas for you automatically.
And tuner settings.
And tuner settings, yes.
Oh,
That's
nice.
That's nice.
So instead of having to go on frequency with a different antenna and then having to hit the tune button, you're already there and it will fine tune if it needs to. So George, Tommy, what do you think? We've covered everything with this radio. Now it's for you guys to give your opinion.
I'll let Tommy go first.
Well, I've never used a radio, a high-end one like this before. This is an amazing piece of gear to me. Like my HF is a 7100 and a 705 right now, and this is like daylight and dark. They're great little radios, but this is not even in the same class. There are things in here I never even dreamed would be in an HF radio. The timer stuff, like who would ever thought of that? But I could see where it's very useful.
Yeah.
All kind of things.
Well, I actually have used a high-end radio. The predecessor to this one is 7700, and I've had it for a number of years now. I'm accustomed to it, and I like the features that it's got. And it's got most of the features, but not all the features of this one. The big game changers in this one to me, first, the remote controller. I can take that wherever I want to go.
Yeah, that's something right there.
With proper networking, get back in and operate from wherever. I could take the base of the unit here up to our field day site, which is a really quiet location. Keep the head here in the shack, connect up over the internet, and I've instantly got a quiet zone where the radio's sitting, so it's not like sitting here in town with all the buzzing. That's the biggest game changer to me. The next one, and this is not the only radio that has it, but the 7700 didn't, and that's the dual receivers.
Yes.
That is really a nice feature to have. Most of the other functions, to me, are just like what I had with the 7700, with the exception the head, the controller is very portable. Some of the deep dive features in it are better, but the next biggest thing to me is the difference in interfacing with the computer. Where with the 7700, I had to go old school with getting audio in and out of it.
Yep.
You could get audio in and out through the LAN connector on it, and you could remotely control it over the internet with the LAN connector, but there's not much software that supports that.
Right. You could do it with your RSBA1 software.
And I did.
And you could take it to work with you, but as you mentioned earlier, you got to take this to work.
It's not like taking that to work.
Yeah.
There's a difference in, they both work, RSBA1 or the controller, but there's something about
Well, I imagine
a
you're going to get the
physical
same
surface.
feel using it if you were here.
You'll
take
know the
this part.
difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Same. Working off the computer is nice to be able to do that, but it's just not the same.
No, it's not
So using
the
the
same
real head.
experience.
But one unfortunate thing that we did to you, Tommy, is when he goes on vacation, you could say, George, I'm going to keep an eye on your station. I'll check on it. I need to go to the studio. You could fire up the radio. Not anymore. He
Nope.
can tell when you've been sleeping,
Yeah.
and he can tell when you've been playing with his radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get busted.
Or I could just take the radio with me.
Yes.
I
Pretty
suspect
much.
I would.
That's a big change there. This I don't know. It's the first radio I've played with that had this type of feature before, and it works. I've tried it and it works. The only thing I have not done networking wise with it is I have not used it on a VPN yet, but I have been playing with that and just had not finished configuring it before we shot the video here.
And one of the nice things about this configuration, the head talks to the body.
Yes.
And there are other radios out there that have this kind of remote control concept, but you have to go to their server.
You don't know, you're going just direct from box to box here.
Yeah.
So if there's any failure between the head, the controller, and the body of the radio, it's going to be your internet. It's not going to be because of some other situation.
I suspect the latency is going to be a lot less with a situation like this than going through somebody else's server too.
I believe so. And the latency on it, with me on another internet connection here in town, was negligible. I mean, I really could just barely tell there was any latency at all.
Well, guys, I appreciate your time tonight to go through this and play around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming. It's always good to get a first-hand view of the gear.
Why don't you come back again and we'll talk about the PW2. I know everybody would like to see that.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see the two together. I see the box over there.
I'd like to see that myself.
Yeah, I think we will be seeing that. Of course, when we stack it up here, we may not see Ray anymore because it's, you know.
Yeah, people come and look at the toys. They don't come to look at me.
All right. Well, Ray, glad you came by tonight. A lot of fun, a lot of information, and I can't say enough good things about it.
Well, as always, I love coming here and hanging out with you guys for a while.
Yep. Well, let's do it again.
All right.
7-3.
73.
Everybody, good night.